Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, after the day job, I am off to check out the latest movie, The Lesson. So what is the plot of this film? Well, The Lesson is a dramatic thriller, and it tells the story of a young author who takes a tutoring position of a very famous author. Well, he's not tutoring the author, he's tutoring the author's son. And while he's staying at the estate, this very nice, of course, super wealthy estate, certain family drama starts to unfold. This young author starts to learn things about this family that he probably shouldn't. Let's just say they've got a lot of skeletons in the closet. And there is also possibly a bit of a murder mystery about another child that this author had. The famous author, not the young author who's a tutor. There's way too many authors in this film. Anyways, this film looks like it is going to be one of those just onion films, you know what I mean? Where it's like every time you just keep pulling back a layer and there just keeps being more and more and more layers to this film. It doesn't look like it's going to be boring. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't look like it's going to have a whole lot of action either. It should take place at this wealthy estate and it's just, you know, the skeletons in the closet of a very wealthy family. But those kind of films can get pretty wild. So I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've seen a really good dramatic thriller. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this film. So enough of me yammering, I gotta get out the door because it's time for me to go to the day job and then I'm off to check out The Lesson. Welcome back, just getting home. And you know what, guys? This movie really surprised me, and I really enjoyed this film. Okay, so let's get this started, shall we? We're going to do things the way I like to, and that is we're going to start things with the negatives and then move into the ever so important positives to end the video on the high note. Okay, so here we go, shall we? The first and only real negative I have about this film is more of film taste, honestly. This movie is a very slow burn. I don't mean it's boring, I don't mean it doesn't hold your attention, and it doesn't have a lot of intrigue and atmosphere and things of that sort. I just mean that it takes a long time to get from point A to point B. And I don't mean, again, like a long time as in this movie drags on forever. In fact, it's actually not too bad at all. It just comes out at about an hour and 53 minutes, I believe. I know it was under 2 hours, and it really does fill out that time quite well. So it's a slow burn, and if you're not a fan of movies like that are just kind of easy paced and then build and build and build and build to something pretty cool, that is exactly what this movie is. If that's not something you enjoy, if you don't like having to sit through a lot of conversations and things of that sort to get to the big payoff, probably not your kind of film. But for me, I really had a good time with this movie. Now, moving into the positives. The number one thing about this film is it really depends on the story, the storytelling, and the acting. The acting of this film is outstanding. And if there is one person that I feel really knocked it out of the ballpark, is the lead in the film, Daryl McCormick. He plays Liam, that's the tutor that comes to tutor the young son, or teenage son. And he is outstanding in this film. He really is. I mean, just him alone, just his character, is what really kept me going to kind of figure out what was going on exactly in this family. He is definitely our character. He is our person that we follow throughout the film, and we, see things through his eyes. Excellent excellent job. I'm not really familiar with Daryl McCormack's work. I saw that he was on Peaky Blinders. I've never watched that show. Blinders. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. I know it exists. I've seen it out there, but I don't really know a whole lot about it. But apparently he's on that show. Excellent actor. Very good job. Looking forward to seeing more stuff out of him later on down the road. Not that our other actors in this did not do a good job. Everyone did a great job. Richard E. Grant, who played the older author, very good job. Julie Deply, I think that's right, Deply. She plays the wife of the author. Again, excellent job. So the acting in this film really is outstanding, and it keeps the film moving for you. The story is good. It's very solid. Again, with this being a slow burn, there's a lot of buildup. And with slow burns, the payoff is what matters. What we went through to get there. All the twists and turns, the building of the evidence and finding out clues and things of that sort. All the different skeletons in the closet lead up to something. And let me tell you guys, it's a pretty good one. It's not like a horror movie like, oh my gosh, but it is a kind of moment. So it really was an excellent story, and the build-up was very good. The characters in this film are great. I liked every single one of them. Well, the ones that you're supposed to like, at least. They were great. The character development was very solid. All of these were very well fleshed out characters. You really understood what their motivations were in the film. Great writing. Like I said, I can't stop saying enough great things about this film. The last thing I am going to say when it comes to how awesome this movie was, if you're into this sort of thing, which I am, but that is the cinematography. There was some really interesting shots in this film that convey a lot of different vibes and feelings and really help also kind of give the movie a little bit of, oomph, I guess you could say, to kind of keep it going. A little bit of uniqueness, so you're not just sitting there going, okay, let's go. But yeah, it does do a good job of building upon itself and then throwing in some nice stylistic choices just to keep the film going a little bit and keeping you interested. So if this is something that it sounds like you enjoy, if you like a good slow burn with an awesome payoff in the end, well, again, and this is not a horror movie, but a good payoff in the end, well, this is definitely for you. So you should get out there and check this movie out in theaters, but I'm not really sure how wide of a release it has, so, check it out on streaming or something when it comes out, if it comes out, because this movie is definitely worth a watch, especially if you like kind of like family dramas with some pretty nice, juicy skeletons in that closet. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.